Check, check, check. All right, this is going to be an interesting little video right here. So, pretty dissatisfied with United Against Fascism and Racism. I also have to say that the other side of this coin also to me feels weird. Feels, but, honestly, I'm very unhappy with this group right here. So let's talk about this group right here. Let's throw them under the bus and, call them out on their bullshit straight up. So let's get to it. Okay. They're a broad-based coalition in New York City opposing racism and bigotry and united in solidarity and action against fascism. Okay. It's nice. So you can see that they're followed by, some of the other cats like Dragon Combat Club. Interesting, right? Who else is okay, so there's other people, like their Amazon Labor Union, they know them, stuff like that, right? Friends Against Displacement, Outlive Them in New York City. These people do seem to be somewhat connected to me. Okay, I'm not saying they're all connected, but they are, to me that is a thing, right? Yeah. So some of these groups are, just watching them. Some of them are connected. Some of them are not connected. So, but let's go back to take a look at this group over here. So now, if they're against racism, right? Then where have they been over the last couple of years? Years with an S on the end. In the case of helping us fight wrongful convictions, where have they been? Nowhere. Okay? Nowhere. Here they are, right? Yeah, and the thing is that they are carrying a certain narrative, right? Of this kind of like, honestly, there wasn't a problem with trans people before, but all of a sudden lately, right? There's all of a sudden like, it's not like trans people just, oh shit, last week, trans people just came out. You heard that's a new thing. No, it's not, right? It's been around for a long time. But all of a sudden, recently, like this last year or two, right, all of a sudden it became like this big issue. Feels very manufactured. It feels real fake to me. I'm not saying that trans people are doing fine. They face a lot of discrimination and unfair stuff, right? It's just, it's not really cool. Luckily, there are some places that are, treating them like human beings, and I really appreciate that. I've been working on that issue myself, to tell you the truth. Anyways, right, yeah, not saying they have to talk about my work. That's not even, right, yeah, but there's a lot of other people whose, their work, right, consists of attacking people. So here they say, fighting back, right, Brexit, they shut down Brexit. Okay, there's some gay people who support Brexit, right? Brexit is not necessarily Turning Point. I think they're more mad at Turning Point. I really don't know so much about Turning Point, but Brexit, right? Black people saying, like, we're not necessarily happy about the Democrats always. We're skeptical about some of the things going on, which they should be, right? And, they want to keep their options open. And if they have to really, that's because, once again, right, it's the whole celebrity culture. It's like, they're not listening to people on the ground. Did they ever talk to any of the people that, like, hey, look, I'm on the Brexit, I'm in the Brexit, what is it called? The WhatsApp. Did anybody, right? Yeah. These people talk to people at Brexit like themselves here in New York, or are they reacting to something they saw on the TV, some manufactured kind of like, we're supposed to mount up arms against this, protect the trans people. No, the trans people are the problem, blah, blah, blah. Like, who decided that was the issue right now? How about like the job discrimination they face, or other discrimination, and why did it get centered around story hour? Anyways, right, look at, then they're here, right? They're attacking this, saying this person's a neo-Nazi leader, Mark Kaufman and Sarah Schaefer. Damn, okay, are they Nazis? Maybe they are, I don't know. But how are they actually helping people? Let's try to find something. So here they are, right? Someone died in the port in a VIP, right? Yeah, there is a lot of these kinds of like bougie women that are very powerful in the organization, millionaires. She may be a real one, right? But there's a lot of people who are like, alumni and made people, and some people are worth something, some people are worth nothing. And you can see that this group, even though I've reached out to United Against Racism and Fascism to work on issues such as Reverend Keith Gadsden, right, for years, finally after 2 years, We finally got Al Sharpton to it in name, right? He didn't actually come out to the rally, which was unfortunate, right? He had something else to go to, I guess. But he has at least put his name behind it, right? Because he at least took the time to look into the wrongful convictions. This is a known issue. It's a known issue, right? I want to ask right now, okay? How many of these people have connections to the lawyers around the DA's office, the people at United Against Racism and Fascism? How many of them are lawyers, right? Yeah, and how many of them are connected somehow to that legal industry, right? Say whatever you want, right? Yeah, they're the ones at the at your organization saying to shut me out. All y'all anarchists, I live and breathe, right? Yeah, a lot of the stuff that y'all, come on, yeah. You're gonna believe the millionaire? Get the y'all are mad. I just know y'all are too deep, right? There's too many. It's too splintered. The anarchism movement, like there's different factions, so I can run into and out of like all these different. Yeah, but y'all faction, the ones with the money, the ones with the ones who the press is covering, right? Yeah, and by the way, Trump people want to tell you straight up, right? Yeah, y'all say F Antifa, blah blah blah. Honestly, okay. If you want to believe that about Antifa, you can believe that what the press says about Trump people says about y'all. All right, so you want to do that? Go ahead, right? Go ahead, yeah. Okay, if it's true what they say about Antifa, then it's true what they say about you. I'm just gonna put it like that. So, it's not true. Yeah, you gotta believe me, okay? So, but so the thing is that United Against Racism and Fascism, right? It's not just the fact that they have continuously, to this very day, continued to ignore the topic of Reverend Keith Nolan and Reverend Farrell. In fact, right, I'll go to my messages, right? Yeah, I've actually messaged them, and they do not respond at all. Let's just blow that up, okay? Yeah, here I am, right? Yeah. Look at this. I sent them messages here, right? Yeah. Okay. Hey, I went to go look at Judge's video. I get why you would be triggered. Okay, this was around the drag queen story hour. This is when I first found out about them, because really, I don't really know. I never really, knew about this whole particular. I never really vibed well with these elitists, these college professors. Yeah, these bougie ass, SDA types. These are like SDA. These. When are they actually around poor people? I want to know. Yeah, for real. For real. Yeah, they say they're about helping poor people. They're not. Okay? They are not poor people themselves. They're not with poor people. They're not hanging around poor people. Nah. Okay? They're not helping poor people. Nah. Okay? They might do it once. They can take 1 million pictures, but it's going to be very rare. Okay? This is not their life. And I'm not... It is what it is, yeah? I'm not saying they don't get to be a part of it, but they don't get to replace us and be the whole thing, and that's exactly what their move is. Anyways, so, and I'm showing it right here, right? So the thing is that, let's be real, okay? The thing is that if there's people who are protesting Drag Queen Story Hour, then you have a conversation. You say, hey, what's the problem with Drag Queen Story Hour? Then they say whatever they say, and there's going to be people who say one thing, and there'll be people who say another thing. And, that's true on both sides. So, now some of the stuff I agree with, some of the stuff I don't. And I'll be real, right? There's a lot of there's a lot of failure of government programs. I am not trusting any government program for nothing. Okay? Do you know how badly they screw so many things up? There's nothing wrong with having some review. Okay? But if everything's cool, I do think that trans people face a lot of discrimination. And I really, I think it's really sad that, they should be able to get to do everything that everybody else does. Right? Okay, if they're just really reading just a storybook to kids, right? And it's not, I've seen some books that I understand why there's issues there, right? So I'm not saying, right, once again, y'all could review the list of books, we could have a conversation. But, I don't really see United Against Racism and Fascism, right? I'm trying to tell them that, right? And the thing is that by calling these people racist, fascist, and then attacking them, right, with pepper spray and stuff like that, right, like, they're actually trying to provoke a violent response. This is very dangerous, you know what I mean? And this is not really cool. Look, and look, I'm showing them that I sent them an email, because I did, and I'm showing the receipts, right? I try to contact you guys are not contacting me back. So the thing is that, right, I really, to tell you the God's truth, Okay? I work with all the groups, Republicans, Democrats, Independents, Greens, Libertarians, blah, blah, blah. Okay? I know there's a lot of control on my, viewership, stuff like that. I'm telling you right now that this smells to me 100% like a Democrat Party setup. They're paying some consultants behind the scenes, blah, blah, blah. Okay, 100%, right? Yeah. They're only talking about certain issues, but there's certain issues that they don't talk about, right? Like this, once again, this Reverend Keith Gadsden, Nolan Farrell, wrongfully incarcerated, 10 and 32 years. There's a letter from the DA's office saying that this guy should be exonerated. Yeah. A federal judge, right? Yeah, said that the stuff against Reverend Keith Gadsden, the second longest man held in New York State history, freed by the longest living state senator in state history, right? Yeah, this stuff is going on. I'm trying to tell these people, and they're shutting me out. In fact, Christopher Leon Johnson on his channel has recorded organizers at the Jordan Neely event. How many of them are subway performers? Okay. And why is the focus on Jordan Neely? I was right there yesterday with my guys, Reverend Keith Gadsden and Nolan Farrell, and they felt they got to see it themselves in real life, in real time. So did, right, the other people on the journey with me, so did people in public housing. They are watching the news media, blah, 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 right? Caitlin Johnston or, freaking all these other whack-ass Jimmy Dore, blah, blah, blah. They're not talking about the end of public housing as we know it. They're not talking about, wrongful convictions. They talking about, George Floyd or whatever. They're not there to push the envelope. That's me. I ain't mad at that. They can catch it when it's hot, but someone's got to be pushing that progress forward, and that's really what we're doing out here. Now, these people over here, what are they doing to actually help people of different races? What are they actually doing to help people? And maybe they could come on a program, they could speak for themselves, right? They could reply. They do not reply. They do not reply. They do not have a conversation. I am not, right? I said, look, I understand where they might be triggered by, some Guardian of Divinity stuff, right? Yeah. I said, yeah. But I work with them on anti-vax mandate stuff, and they're willing to talk it out. They don't want to talk. Dragon Combat Club. Okay. So I also teach self-defense, okay? And I actually taught the wrist lock, not the choke lock, yeah? Dragon Combat Club. Oh, man, y'all too funny. Oh, my God, yeah? Y'all too funny. Oh, my God. Okay, I approve what you're doing. We got to really defend ourselves, and that's a fact. But, okay, there's certain people in this game that are trying to raise up some people and try to hold others down. And I want to put it out there, and I want to make it public information that I am inviting these people to have a conversation. They don't want to have a conversation because they're not down to share. If they say that they're fascists or, liberals or conservatives, communists, socialists, they could call themselves whatever they want, yeah? When you see this type of behavior, when they're not getting back to you, when they're making decisions and shutting you out, I don't care what you call it, that's just not acceptable. No. And I don't care even if we're in a monarchy, if you're the king, okay? I'm not going to be disrespecting the king for no reason, right? And if there's going to be a king, I am mad, right? Yeah. But if I have something to say, right? Yeah, I'm just going to demand respect. I mean, I'm not going to be, if you're the king, that's cool, man. Hey, maybe you did some good things. I hope you did, right? Yeah, maybe possible. You have the potential. That's kind of cool. I could dig it, yeah? But, all right, I'm not going to tolerate, right? Yeah, this kind of why racism and fascism, what are they doing to actually help? Okay, let's take a look at them. Let's throw them under the bus right here, because they are also tied to these other organizations. I also talked about them earlier. Yeah, like what is it? Hey, look, you think that all these organizations are clean? Obviously, the ones that are going to be more, the money's around, stuff like that, you should be asking questions, right? So let's take a look. Even it's not best to single people out, blah blah blah. Like no, or this isn't this the Asian American? Why y'all keep beating on Asian Americans? Oh my God, this is disgusting. Yeah, there is something going on with that shit too. Yeah, white people feel like they've erased all history of our suffering, and now right they have a lot of Asian women that are really backing them up, real powerful. But the Asian men they treat like doo-doo. Yeah. When I went to the Jordan Neely event, right? Yeah, I said, why is there so many Asian women and so few Asian men? I did find a couple of Asian guys. One of the guys was just filming. One of the guys was actually down with, I think, RevComs or something. So respect. I mean, if he's there, I'm not gonna say he's not there when he was there. But there was one of him and one of me, and then there was like 6, 7 like Asian girls, and normally you say that's cool, right? But these Asian girls were very well. There was 2 sets, and one of the sets was very anti-Asian American men, so that was very unhelpful. Yeah, I was trying to tell the people about at the Jordan Neal event about Reverend Keith Gass and Nolan Farrell. They shut me down. They would not, right? In the one with the Trump indictment video, okay. I have actually. I hope that you guys watch it. If you in that video, I identified that progressives and people like that, right? Yeah, y'all would allow Reverend Keith to take the microphone, but you will never allow me, right? Yeah, you hear them off. I record the whole thing, right? You hear them talk with me off stage about oh well, aren't you that guy? You're like blah blah blah. Like, yeah, it's me. Yeah, it's me. Anyways, yeah. So let's see if they also cover any Asian American issues at all. Okay, maybe this is Community Education Council seats. Okay, so that would be. I wonder if I'm interested in talking to the person. We'll see. Yeah, I'm here to follow. Yi Chan. Okay, interesting. Okay, so I'm going to send her actually a request for an interview. Okay, so this person is politically active, it seems. Okay. Interesting, Whitney. Okay. I think I've seen you around, maybe. South Brooklyn Mutual Aid. Okay, that sounds kind of cool. Hopefully she hasn't heard bad things about me. There's a lot of people that I talk to on the streets, they cool with me. Straight up, you know what I mean? Don't listen to your leaders when they say bad things about me, okay? Hey, what's up? Online activist interview series. Are you down? Okay. Bam, what's up, Whitney? Alright, so we'll see what happens there. Who is Mini Bruce Pat? An eminent poet. Net worth. $10 million. It's about the same amount as Medea Benjamin. These are celebration spaces for white, bougie, or rich women. Prove me wrong. Hey, I'm not saying that, white bougie women don't get to be a part of it. Yeah, they're very appreciated, right? But our white bougie women, what do they do to the Asian American men in your organization? What the fuck you doing? Come on. Y'all can't deny that y'all discriminate against us, right? Yeah. You really don't like Asian men around. And I get it, it's low class, right? It's kind of like demeaning. I get it. I'm sorry, yeah, but y'all talk about racial inclusion, but it's is it really? I feel skeptical. Anyways. Complaining about the GOP. There's a lot of this attack on GOP stuff, right? It is, it feels like it's Democrats versus Republicans. It doesn't really feel like grassroots or really taking care of people. They're attacking, right, the Music Hall of Williamsburg. They're attacking, right, national, targets, right, like Candace Owens and Turning Point. But who are they helping, right? Yeah? Like, is there anybody trans in like New York City that's faced like discrimination that needs help right now? How about that? How about, right, yeah, Salamander Brandon running for mayor of Memphis, right? What about helping her when she got arrested, and someone, trans person shot people in Tennessee, and people might have, that was real dangerous. You know what I mean? They might have made an example out of her. They could have tried to put her in jail time, or who knows what kind of crazy. They just killed freaking Tyree Nichols down there. That's Memphis. You know what I mean? That place is bugging. Okay, and luckily after sending repeated emails to the DA, right? I got them to drop the charges. You know what I mean? And I want to thank Zoran's office for also, I'm kicking in an email over there and saying that they were watching what was going on. Did anybody else help? Tiffany Caban, anybody? I've been asking Zoran for help with this Reverend Keith Gadsden, Nolan Farrell stuff. Nothing. Hey, look, that's DSA. That's a separate thing, okay? Right now I'm going at this particular group, okay? Because I feel like, look, I was formerly socialist, and I'm also anarchist, and I feel like, I feel particularly betrayed. I feel particularly disappointed. And I know this is not really, to tell you the truth, I know that this is not the real anarchists out here. There's some of them got sucked into this, but this is a narrative that's being spun by, Democrat Party leaders. I really sincerely believe this. Okay? I don't know Tally's place in this, but I really believe, okay, attempting to produce content. Okay, and actually, these are the people that presented at there was something called Walkaway, which was actually, right, Democrats leaving for the Republicans. So really, right, yeah, these people are actually gay and trans. Like, what are you doing, Talia? Like, oh my God, like, like, I'm sorry, like, I don't know if you're gay or trans, Talia, but I mean, it just seems a little weird, right? Like, are you also going to point out the bad black people, like, and then tell people to lynch him or something? I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, so look, I kind of think Tally is interesting. I like her. I like people that are like out there. Like, she goes hard. So I got her. I like that. I'm not saying that I'm approving of this, but I like people that go hard. They do what they believe in. And, but the thing is, right, like, how is she helping people? Who is she helping? Is her way of helping by attacking others? I mean, some people are born warriors like that. Like, sometimes you gotta fight, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to say, like, you're all bad, Talia. I think you're kind of cool in some ways, right? Yeah? But I just want you to really reassess, right? Yeah, I want United Against Racism and Fascism to just maybe they're plants with another agenda, but I just think it's a decent human thing any human being would just say, Modi, blah, 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 right? Yeah. Modi's in some other country, like, I mess around with people who I deal with on a daily basis, and that's who I care about, right? Yeah, I don't care about these, and I'm not mad if you do. What the hell? What is this? Where is this? Is this in New York? Oh my God. Yeah, I have not seen this. Well, this is crazy. What is going on? Where is this? Is this in is this in New York? No. Maybe. That's crazy. Okay, I didn't know about that. What the hell is going on? Okay, look, they're really, and this is, I get where this would be appealing, right? The shock and the, look at all the craziness going on, right? Yeah. Okay, Act Up Philly, gather AmRev Museum to demand to cancel an event with racist, transphobic. They have an event with Moms for Liberty. You're allowed to protest the Drag Queen Story Hour, and they're allowed to do I'm not saying right that I agree with all of them, right? Yeah, but I don't agree with everybody on this side either, right? Yeah, and it's not just like my disagreement with their disregard for people that don't matter, right? Are they ever helping people with disabilities? Are they helping people with, or are they really picking on some, what the media is talking about that's hot right now, and I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, maybe I'll find out more. If there is more to them, then maybe they got wrapped up in this stuff. I get it, So come talk to me, right? Yeah, I just want to start to learn more about you guys, right? Whatever, it's up to you. But well, I mean, I have to be thankful that has Talia put. Well, no, but people would let me know, right? But Talia's never put my face up in the contact me if you see them there. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. What is this? Starbucks. Okay, well, queerphobes. Oh, is that Candace Owens? Yo, listen, I even heard. I heard recently, right? Yeah, I just saw this on the thing that the TYT is supposedly anti-trans now. Listen, it's really deep. Yeah, you can't. Uh, there's a lot of people who pretend like they not when they is. Okay, and you can't believe everybody just because they say something. Yeah, you got to see what they do. Once again, how are they helping trans people outside of, right? Yeah, like outside of, right, playing into a narrative that is really framing the problems of trans people in one direction. Why is, right, yeah, all the discussion about drag queen story hour? How about their job discrimination? How about their housing discrimination? How about I think the job discrimination is a big one, right? So I think that's like it's the problems of the rich that get taken care of, not the problems that are what the yo. This is ridiculous. I just don't. Yeah. Why is this going down like this? This is just stupid. I wouldn't even be there. If someone's like, "Hey, come to," I'd be like, "Yo, I'm going there." It's just stupid to me. Anyways, yeah, look. So, you could get yourselves worked up watching this type of content, but I would just walk away from that. That's not what I'm about. It's really unfortunate that people's like that. Yeah. If you want to live like that, that's your choice. That's not really. Is that really the maybe you? I know you're accusing the right of doing that, right? I'm going to those right meetings. Haven't jumped me. I'm more scared of y'all, to tell you the truth. That's just from what I see. I'm just being honest. All right, so once again, right, I'm still open to, right, I talk to a lot of people. I'm still down to have a discussion with y'all. But the people that they connected to, once again, right, I think people's, what is it called? PLA? People's, no, PL, the PSL, People's Party of Socialism Liberation, millionaires. They funding a lot of stuff. I know they're cozy with some of the bigger players you'll see here. UFAD. I need to find out what's going on there. Yeah. UFAD refuses, right? Yeah, they work on public housing, but you notice that they never come on my show because they're scared to answer certain questions. That's just, why would you trust them? I challenge UFAD to come on my program. Real weird. Anyways, yeah. Cool. Alright, cool. So, We'll get at some other people for the show. Yeah, I've been going through my own stuff. Yeah. All right. Yeah. With all these people.